Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm here with Aryeh Fraser at Fraser Property and Adjusting, and we just did a ribbon cutting. These guys know how to throw a party, and they know how to take care of you. Real quick, we're going to show this video of the festivities from just a few minutes ago, and then we'll get back and learn more about him and his business. Awesome. It's Aryeh. I think I just said Aryeh. Aryeh Fraser.
Aryeh Fraser.
So Aryeh, thank you so much for inviting us in. Aryeh, I'm so excited to hear about how you got into this business, what brought you to this path, and open up shop here in Pensacola, Florida.
So, when we started out with a goal in line to be consumers advocates, assisting claimants, clients, insureds, homeowners, property owners in their insurance claims with their insurance companies. It could be a very complicated process. Sometimes insurance companies love doing that, making it complicated and trying to, make you figure out how to get your claim done. And so it was a true, I love what I do. I love helping people navigate that process and making sure that they get the fair treatment that they deserve. We moved to Pensacola after Hurricane Sally hit pretty hard. We respect the place that we do business in. We opened an office and just became local. Local people from here work for us and are in the office every day. And that's what we're doing right now is we're helping the Hurricane Sally victims get their lives back together.
Well, I know that is a challenging thing, and there are many people in our community that are still going through this process on trying to take care of this. Now we have another hurricane season upon us. So I know that it's going to be really important for people to make sure that they've got all the right things in place and then be set up with all the right tools before the storm hits. So what is it that, I guess what I'm trying to figure out is exactly who is going to be the best person to reach out to you? Who's your target customer?
Well, first, let's go with your question about what can people do. From the insurance perspective, the most important thing to remember is take pictures. Go through your property and take pictures. Even if you need to get up on that roof, take overviews of how your property looks before. Because remember, one picture is worth 1,000 words. And if I got a picture from the before and then we see what happens after, it becomes so much easier to advocate the claim and make sure that you get paid properly, because the insurance companies at times will use, wear and tear, or this was a pre-existing condition. If you've got a picture, you've got photos, you know what your house looked like, you can easily prove that that's not the case. The second thing is, call us, I would say call us at any time. Okay. If you filed a claim and you didn't get a satisfactory amount, or if you got denied, or if maybe the insurance company is saying, making it complicated for you to even get an answer from them, give us a call. The inspections are free. The advice is free if you decide you want to hire us. We only get paid when you do. So it's really a no-brainer. We're here to help. We're here to hold your hand, walk you through it, and advocate and make sure you get what you deserve. And so reach out to us. We're friendly. We're easy to get in touch with, easy to talk to, and we will make the process of your claims so much less stressful and easier to deal and handle. And you've got people that know what they're doing on your side.
So I love the advice to take those before and after pictures. Go out there right now before the next storm hits. Take those photos and go ahead and show what your property looks like. Now, is it important for people to attach a date with those photos?
So yes, I mean, obviously, your phone stamps your pictures. If you're taking a picture with your phone, that'll be easy to identify that you took that picture at that time frame. And also, you mentioned after pictures, after the hurricane, during the hurricane, if you're home, get pictures, snap pictures of that tree that fell on your house, God forbid, but if you have a good picture of it right after it happened, it makes things easier for us to come in afterwards and say, this is what the condition of the property looked like right after the storm. A lot of people in Pensacola love cleaning things up and getting things, back to normal. And from an insurance adjuster's perspective, the pictures tell so much of the story of what your property damage actually is. Another thing to know is that, sometimes you don't see all the damage up front, and then, you only discover it 6 months in when it starts raining and pouring, and the following hurricane season goes, and oh no, that little shingle that blew off, or that little damage you had in that ceiling all of a sudden gets huge and big. Because maybe you didn't really think it was that big of a deal, but it really is a big deal. If you get those after pictures and you're a little late on filing that claim, we can go back to those pictures and prove your case and make it happen. And even if you don't have those pictures, don't be afraid. Give us a call. We'll get out there. We'll see what we can do for you. If you haven't filed your claim yet, or if you think your damages were minimal and all of a sudden it turns into a big thing, give us a call. It's free advice, and you'll be more educated about your policy and what your coverages are after our meeting and our inspection. And we're happy to do that.
Okay, so during Hurricane Sally, when I was going around and I actually had spent some time with some of the volunteer groups that do an amazing volunteer service to many people in the community, where they go and clear the trees, they'll take it off their roofs, they'll do all these things. How does a person handle a situation like that when someone knocks on their door and says, hey, we're here as volunteers. We're not asking for any money. We're not going to send you a bill. We just want to help clean up some of the property and maybe some of the trees that have fallen on your house or on your vehicles. What does a person need to do before they start letting someone touch any of that? Or do you even recommend allowing those volunteers to be able to do that work?
So a lot of times, the volunteers are for the most part genuine. In fact, we volunteer a lot after hurricanes. That's when I have my staff out, cleaning up and doing a lot of volunteer work. And it's so important. First things first, if somebody's asking you to sign a contract, they're not a volunteer. Okay, so if you're out there and they're asking you to sign some sort of a piece of paper or something, that's not a volunteering team. That may be somebody trying to solicit you to do some sort of service for you and maybe bill your insurance. And so I'm not saying that those people are bad or they're not good people, but at least let's be clear about what service is actually happening. The other thing is remember, before the work starts, when you're clearing up your backyard, even if you're doing it with professionals, even if you're doing it with people that are licensed and insured, you want to make sure that you have the before pictures. Don't say, oh, they're going to take pictures. No, you go out, you take pictures, you video, you report, you record. Make sure you have that. So then, when we're dealing later on with your insurance company, that, we have a good record, a good background. I could tell you that, one picture's worth 1,000 words is so important when it comes to proving your case. Another thing to remember when you're right after that storm is, take your time. All right. You don't have to sign up with someone right away. You don't have to, do right away, enter into contracts, and, people are at your door knocking. You're under a lot of pressure. Take your time, report your claim to your insurance company yourself, reach out, let them come out to your property. Don't sign anything with anyone, including your insurance company. Okay. Without seeking professional advice. Okay. And if your insurance company is telling you something that doesn't make sense, it probably doesn't. Okay. You should take what the insurance company is saying to you with a grain of salt and sometimes a pound, and get professionals on your side that have your best interest in mind, and let us come in, take a look, and tell you what's what.
That's awesome. Well, what is the best way for people to find out more useful information to be able to get in touch with you if they want to take advantage of your services, or if they just have questions?
Well, we're here. We're in Pensacola. We're on West Michigan Avenue. You can come into the office if you want. If you're around in the area, it's a small town. You could just drive in, come in and say, hey, I'm here. I want to talk, and one of our adjusters will definitely sit down with you and go through everything you have to ask them. Another way to get in touch with us is just a call or go online, schedule an appointment. You can do that just looking at our calendar, and you can just put yourself on that calendar and we'll come out and see you. And then get that free advice and that explanation about stuff from our staff and from our team. We see our public service to the Pensacola homeowners and the Pensacola community no less than the business that we're conducting. It's part of what we do. We want to educate people. We want the community to understand what they're entitled to. We're not here to sell you anything. We're here to educate. We're here to further your knowledge about what you're entitled to and what you should be expecting from your insurance company. And then we're there if they don't do what they're supposed to make sure that they do.
Awesome. So, that is why personal relationships with everyone that you hire, that you do business with is super important. Build that relationship with them. Your insurance company, if you have an independent representative or local representative, make sure you build a relationship with them so you can build that trust. And then same with you all. This gives people an opportunity to come down here and visit people like Aryeh at Fraser Property and Adjusting and begin to build that relationship with them. I say start building that relationship before the storm even starts, and go ahead and get started with them. They've already left us with a piece of useful information today, so I know that they're here to serve the community. And since you all have opened, you all have been all over the place. I've been seeing you all over the place, and that's been fantastic, and you guys have been getting really involved. So anything you want to leave our audience with before we go?
Well, remember, if you can get educated about another point in your policy you didn't know about, then that inspection was worth it. So we're here. We're here for you. We're here for the people. We're here to help you understand better. And if you need us, then we're here to help with the insurance claim. Go online. From time to time, there's little tips we leave there. And our office is always open.
All right, awesome. All right, thank you so much for having us. Thank you for inviting us to celebrate with you all. Like I said, you all know how to throw a wonderful party, so it was great. Everyone out there, if you have any questions, be sure to either come visit them in person here on Michigan Avenue, or you can visit FraserAdjusters.com. We will see you all next time. Thanks.